I'm Lucy. I'm a junior this year, and I'm going to be talking about my experience in AP Language and Composition and just sharing some tips you can use to be successful in this class and help you decide if you want to take it or not. I think the thing that mostly helped me be successful in this class was asking questions so I could make sure I fully understood what I was being asked to do. Also, for the reading portion of this class, I would make sure to set aside a specific day every week to finish my reading, so I was ready to fill out the novel assignments every week. Also, this could go for all AP classes, but I would recommend setting reminders in your phone or finding another way to keep track of what you need to get done so you don't forget any assignments and you make sure you get everything in on time. So for example, for me, I have this little whiteboard where I just write down like everything I need to get done for the week, and it's really helped me throughout this year just to keep me up to date on what I need to get done and when I need to get it done. And yeah, so I would really recommend doing something like that. I think the most challenging part of this class for me is finding motivation to get up and get work done. AP Lang doesn't really give you that much homework, all things considered, but for me, English is not usually my strongest subject, so initially going into this class, it seemed really daunting to have essays and annotations to do all the time. But once I would get into assignments, I would find that they really weren't as bad as they seemed initially, and sometimes they were even fun to do. Also, the satisfaction you get after completing a big paper and stuff is so worth it. One piece of advice I would give to anyone going into this class is just to not look at it as a scary, hard AP class, but rather just as an opportunity to improve your skills as a writer. You will honestly improve a ton over the course of the year in this class, and honestly, I feel much more confident as a writer now than I did at the beginning of the school year. I feel pretty prepared for college writing now, and I'm just really grateful for this class for giving me that confidence. So yeah, honestly, I would really recommend taking AP Lang if you're kind of considering it. I think it's not as hard as people make it out to be or as it seems, and I think it's a really beneficial class to take if you're looking to go into college. So first, we have AP English Language and Composition, which we'll call AP Lang for short, which is taught by Mrs. Diggins. AP Lang is an introductory college-level composition course where students cultivate their understanding of writing and rhetorical arguments through reading, analyzing, and writing text as they explore topics like rhetorical situation, claims and evidence, reasoning and organization, and writing style. Mrs. Diggins says that you don't need to do anything extra outside what is assigned for class. It is always great to read extra books or pay attention to things going on in the world, but you don't need to do anything outside of the course material. Some nights there is no homework, and most nights she'd say about 30 minutes of homework max, depending on how focused you are when you're working. For outside of class study materials to prepare for the AP test, Mrs. Diggins recommends these books called 5 Steps to a 5, which she says are super helpful and come with practice prompts and practice multiple choice questions. Mrs. Diggins says that some of the most important skills to have to succeed in AP Lang are critical thinking skills, which means going beyond the surface level of a text and looking at its purpose and flaws, and also self-discipline, because you will have some homework and essays that you will need to get done with some time constraints. She says that you will work on improving your writing all year, so you don't have to be an amazing writer at the start of the year, and you will get better. Mrs. Diggins says that taking AP Seminar in 10th grade gives you a huge advantage for taking AP Lang in 11th. Mrs. Diggins says that this is truly the most beneficial AP class you can take to prepare for college. She says that you will write, analyze, argue, and think deeply, which are things that you have to do in all of your college-level classes. This class prepares you for the type of writing you will do in the future, and no matter what, you will leave the class a better reader and writer, which is always a great thing. We asked Mrs. Diggins if there was one piece of advice she could give to students taking this class or following an AP pathway in general, and she says that her biggest piece of advice is to communicate with your teachers and self-advocate. She says that all the teachers want to help you succeed in your classes, and they will do anything they can to support you in their class. She says that sometimes teachers don't know if you're struggling or confused or want more feedback, so she says please tell them. She wants you to leave your classes feeling confident and proud of yourself for what you have accomplished, so check in with her or your teachers when you need to, and your life will be so much less stressful.
Hi everyone, I'm Maddie and I'm here to talk to you about AP Literature and Composition. So AP Literature is the senior AP English class where you get to read and analyze different works of literature. I really enjoyed the class because you get to read some amazing books like The Color Purple and A Raisin in the Sun, as well as a bit of poetry. AP Literature is also a very helpful class. It teaches you writing skills that you'll use throughout the rest of your life. In fact, English is not one of my strong suits, but AP Literature allowed English to become one of my favorite subjects. If you do end up taking the class, then there are some things you should know. First of all, time management is key. It is an AP class, and so there's a good amount of work, and so to avoid stress, I would take time out of your day each day to work on your assignments. Secondly, something that I wish I knew beforehand, and something that's the biggest challenge for me in the class, is that there is a lot of reading, which can sometimes get really overwhelming. So this leads me into my biggest piece of advice, which is find ways to enjoy what you're reading. I found that if I read by a fire or outside, I really appreciated what we were reading, and enjoying it not only makes it more bearable, but also allows you to understand the book better, which is really helpful when it comes to the work that follows. Overall, AP Literature is a really great class, and I would recommend it to anyone, because not only is it fun, but you also learn amazing writing skills that will help you throughout the rest of your life. I hope you take the class, and best of luck if you do.
Next, we have AP English Literature and Composition, which is taught by Mr. Dykes. In AP Literature, students cultivate their understanding of literature through reading and analyzing texts as they explore concepts like character, setting, structure, perspective, figurative language, and literary analysis in the context of literary works. In terms of how long you need to study outside of class to succeed in this course, Mr. Dykes says that typically there is at least an hour of homework a night depending on what you are working on or reading in class. A novel, for example, will require more reading outside of class. In terms of preparing for AP Literature, Mr. Dykes recommends just to become a reader in general. He says to read mysteries, action, sci-fi, and anything you like. He says the stuff you see at the checkout at Fred Meyer usually contains all of the same elements that the great works of literature have in them. Mr. Dykes says that organization and self-discipline are both key to succeed in this class. Taking AP Lang or AP Seminar are both highly recommended before taking AP Literature because both of those classes will teach you how to write more effectively. Mr. Dykes considers the greatest benefit of taking this class to be the fact that students can usually recognize more of their culture and how to better explain themselves to themselves. We asked Mr. Dykes if there was one piece of advice he could give to students taking this class or following an AP pathway in general, and he says not to overload yourself with AP classes. He says Decatur offers many AP classes, and you should pick the ones you like because any of them will look good for college. Lastly, we asked Mr. Dykes how much work per month a student would need to do to pass the AP test in May, and he says that AP Lit pretty much prepares you for the test, however, outside reading is always recommended.
Hello, my name is Maya and I'm currently a junior taking AP Research. So some things that have helped me so far succeed in this class is definitely paying attention to the lessons every day. That kind of goes for most classes probably, but especially with AP Research. Your individual topic or your project depends largely on learning new skills, on how to conduct research and how to write, and class is essential for learning those new skills. Some challenges I've kind of faced while taking this class, and some things I wish I knew before taking the class, was kind of how different the research is from what you're used to. This kind of research is definitely a big step from what I was used to doing before for like my other classes or like smaller research projects. It's a lot to do, so even though it's a bit daunting at first, just take it little by little and it'll be okay. And that kind of goes with my advice for incoming students taking this class. Take it little by little. It's a lot, quite honestly, but if you do it little by little, you'll be fine. And also, if you have questions, make sure you ask them, ask your peers, because they probably have the same questions or they can help you. And also, ask your teacher, like Mr. Dykes. If you need new ideas or you need to talk through an idea or you need help finding something, ask him because he's very helpful and he has helped guide me through my project a lot. And lastly, choose a topic that you enjoy researching. If you're thinking about taking this course, think up ahead about what you like to learn about and things that interest you because you will be working on this for a whole year. So you want it to be something that you're generally interested in, so you'll actually enjoy researching. So at first, this class is a bit daunting, but you guys will do great. So good luck, guys.
So next, we have AP Research taught by Mr. Dykes. AP Research is the second course in the AP Capstone experience, and it allows students to deeply explore an academic topic, problem, issue, or idea of individual interest. Students design, plan, and implement a year-long investigation to address a research question. If you have any questions about AP Research and what the class is about, please see our student interview video, which will also be up on the Decatur YouTube channel. So next up, we have AP Spanish Language and Culture, which is taught by Miss Martin. In AP Spanish, students cultivate their understanding of Spanish language and culture by applying interpersonal, interpretive, and presentational modes of communication in real-life situations as they explore concepts related to family and communities, personal and public identities, beauty and aesthetics, and also science and technology. Miss Martin says that in a normal school setting, she thinks that students should spend about 3 to 4 hours studying outside of class per week. For some study resources to pass the AP test, Miss Martin says that College Board has many different materials, in addition to other outside products such as textbooks that you can purchase. Miss Martin says that the students who are most successful in AP Spanish speak Spanish fluently at home. She says that if students are not native Spanish speakers, they need to be up for the challenge of a language arts class in a different language. And she says they should be up to making and learning from a lot of mistakes. She says that in order to prepare for this class, students must take 3 years of regular level Spanish classes or 2 years of heritage Spanish. Miss Martin says that students will benefit from learning academic vocabulary in another language. She says that it's also great if they want the AP diploma. Miss Martin says that students must be highly self-motivated and open to growing a lot as a learner and a person. She says that AP classes are easily the most difficult, but also the most rewarding. Lastly, we asked Miss Martin how much work outside of class a student would need to do to prepare for the AP Spanish test in May, and she says that heritage learners will only need a little extra work to refine vocabulary, grammar, and spelling, but non-native speakers will need to dedicate significant time to improving their language skills.